Hi there, it's Jodi. Welcome to episode 12 of Tuesday Tips. Today we are going to talk about this fun little tool we have at Stampin' Up! Called Wink of Stella. It's a little brush that really adds a lot to your projects. So let me just pull in some real red cardstock that obviously I was using for another project. If I just color over it, do you see that shimmer from using this little brush? So it's got like that shimmer paint, if you will, down here in the barrel, and you just go right over your project to add that sparkle and glimmer to your project. So what I'm going to do is use a stamp set called Friendly Hello. Oops, set that there. Friendly Hello is one of the celebration options this year. So you have until the end of the month to get your qualifying order in to qualify for free celebration products. So in this celebration brochure, which you can also view all of the options online, you get to choose from several items free with a $50 purchase. So there's all sorts of things in here free with a $50 purchase. But then you get to the back. And this is one of the options that's free with a $100 purchase. So you place a $100 order, any Stampin' Up! Products you want, and you get to choose free products just for ordering. This particular one is one of my favorites. So it's the Friendly Hello stamp set, 13-piece stamp set, and this package of 12 by 12 designer paper. These probably look familiar because you've seen me use them on a lot of projects lately. So there's some gorgeous floral prints, some stripes, some polka dots, things that you can use all year round. So really, really great value with this to get both the stamp set and the designer paper that coordinates with the set free with your $100 order, but you've got to get it in before the end of this month. So if you take a look at the stamp set, there's some nice greetings and verses. There's this larger floral image, and there's this bird image here. I'm going to focus on this one. So I'm going to show you this card that I've made, and you can see the flowers on the background. I stamped that with Versamark ink. That's our watermark, tone on tone. Any color you stamp on with Versamark ink is going to kind of take on that color. But what I want to focus on today for today's tip is the shimmer that I have on the bird and flower image right here. So pretty straightforward. I'm going to take shaded spruce ink, ink up my image, just tap it gently. I don't ever want to set it and push because that'll just make too big of a mess all over. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my image. This is on thick basic white cardstock. So I've stamped my image, and you can see it looks similar, but it's a little bit different, right? It looks a lot different with the color blended and the shimmer. Now, something that you might know about are our water painters or our blender pens, and you can take those and you can blend the color. And then you might consider going back with Wink of Stella to add that shimmer. But here's the thing, here's my tip. You can do blending with the Wink of Stella. So you don't have to use a blender pen or a water painter to blend the color on this image. So, oops, throwing it around. First of all, I would just shake it a little bit. And then I'm going to start here in the center of the flower and just kind of push it out a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge because I do want some white space. But look at that. Look at the difference that that made and how it blends the color. So not only does it add shimmer, but it pulls that ink right with it. So that is just a fun little tip that you might not have been aware of. You might have thought that you had to use like a blender pen or the water painter to get that look. Isn't that fun? Let's do a little bit on the bird too. So I'm going over where I stamped here. Obviously there's more ink in that area where the image is, as opposed to like down here in this part. Do a little bit on the tail here. And it's just a really fun way to blend the color, to add a little bit more and get that shimmer. I kind of, when I do that, I'll just swipe a little bit just to make sure none of that ink stuck on the brush. You'll want to make sure you hear that snap. And then this gets stored straight up. I don't want to like throw this in a drawer. I want to store it straight up just to make sure it doesn't leak at all in my drawer. But take a look at that. Isn't it fun to blend that color and get the shimmer on there at the same time? This is bugging me just a little bit. I just want to add a little bit more right in there. There. Okay. Go off a little bit. But just as a point of comparison, I'm going to pull that shaded spruce back in really quickly and stamp that image one more time like I did at first, just so you can see. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. You know, if you put that on the card and it was just like that, that would be lovely. But using the Wink of Stella to blend the color and add that shimmer just totally changes the look of that project, doesn't it? So that is my tip for you this week in this episode of Tuesday Tips, is to use your Wink of Stella brush not only to add that shimmer, but also to blend some color. All right, I hope you had fun. I would love to see what you create using this technique. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.